Hello. How's it going? I'm not gonna waste too much time. I'm just gonna go ahead and open up the game. Cause, you know, it's the game. Today, once again, playing Blacksad, hoping to beat the game today. From what I recall, I was actually pretty close. Or, I shouldn't say I was pretty close. I think that I'm getting close. And, I am currently investigating Mitchell, who is he's some kind of reptile species. I'm not familiar with all of them, so apologies. But he was a member of the Olympic Five. It was a group of soldiers that served in the war. I would assume World War II, alongside various people, including Joe Dunn. So, there's a connection to the victim. And he's got connections to crime. So, pretty suspicious, you could say. And we're trying to get inside this building without getting shot. So, let's see if we can do it. And hopefully it saved my progress properly. We'll see where I end up. Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, so the saving, it doesn't save super often. It seems like it saves at the beginning of each section, which is fine. Whatever. It's not like I did too much here. So there's Mitchell. Gonna go pick up some kind of a briefcase. And then the horse is inside there. Here we are, Blacksad. He's so big, by the way. Like, he's kind of massive in terms of frame. Which is interesting considering he's like a cat, right? Maybe he's meant to be like some kind of panther. I don't know. I always thought that he was just like a house cat, but I guess it could make sense if he is like a jaguar, or not jaguar, panther. Something like that. Those horses. Zoom in on the briefcase.
He went in without it. I wonder what's in it.
I don't know. What's in it? Then we got a gun. Cool. Just stay zoomed in on it for a while. Now we're gonna listen to him.
We'll be just fine, don't worry. Gil, stand guard right here. If the cat shows up, you know what to do.
Okay, so they
I'll be
know
back in
about
an
me.
hour.
And they want to kill me. Which is not at all concerning. Remember that I'm not a vigilante. But I'm still doing all this by myself. Let's go ahead and check out this guy first. I didn't do this last time. I'm a little bit curious. Gun. Okay, so in case you missed it earlier, you can zoom in on his gun. Okay. Yeah, okay. Interesting camera angle. Go up there. I think that's the only other thing to look at.
Could I take him by surprise from over there? Although I don't know how I'd get there.
Well, let's figure something out. There I am. Alright. Just climb up, man. You're a cat. Jump up there. New deductions. So, if I recall... Let's see. One of them is trigger happy, and the guy guarding the warehouse is armed. Therefore, the guard is trigger happy.
He's Randall Lee's partner. I should be careful. When they gave me a beating, I could see he was kind of trigger happy.
Mm-hmm. And another deduction. This time, if I remember, it has something to do with Mitchell's identity.
Mitchell, who fought with Dunn during the war, tried to pass as
Yeah, I'm still interested about that. I wasn't sure like what the reason was that he was trying to pass as his doctor. Because it's not like he poisoned Yale or anything. Right, he didn't seem to do anything crazy. But who knows? So I walked all the way over here without any idea of what I might be able to do. Okay, it's a card. It's cool. Is that it? Alright. Sweet. I wish you could run in this game. That's alright. Maybe I can get up there by climbing up the fire escape? I guess just walking up the fire escape, really. Is there anything over here? I think there's an invisible wall or... what? Aha! Hall of Famer. Thank you. How far are they gonna let me walk? Oh my god. I'm just walking back to the entrance. Dude? I'm actually just going all the way back to the entrance. This is insane. What's even more insane is I'm gonna have to walk all the way back around.
When you want to be silent, noise can be your best ally.
Okay.
Smells like liberty and oil spills.
Well, sweet. Back I go. Yes, I might try going up the fire escape. I mean, maybe I should have just tried that to begin with. It might not even work. I guess I might as well look for some other things around here. Maybe there's some other tools that I can use. Can I go down here? Nope. I go over here. Just gonna leave. Surely there's an invisible wall somewhere. Unless there's a Hall of Famer over here. This is where a sprint would really come in handy. Okay, I'm just gonna casually walk back. I don't know. Don't really know why I'm allowed to go all the way over there. That's okay. Maybe there is a sprint button, I just don't know about it. Oh, cool, thanks. Look at how many people there are in here. It's crazy. Come on. Come on. I don't think there's anything over there. What about over here? Anything of note? No. No shot. Am I actually supposed to use this? I'm actually supposed to just like do something straight up. Can I like lift up a box, or is this just like a fast travel? It's definitely faster than walking, I'll say that much. Wee. I mean, not by much. Really, not by much. Can I go over here? Nope. I didn't realize there was a door there. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. It's kind of hard to drive backwards. Okay. I mean, I'm here. What? What am I supposed to do? I just have a forklift. Okay, so I am supposed to use it to get up here. So the fire escape wasn't even the solution. Amazing. That is some problem-solving skills right there. Nice to go on Blacksad. And now I can just jump them. Quick time event, potentially. I mean, there's no way he's the only guard, though. Okay. Probably would have been easier if you didn't make any noise. That's okay. I'll let it slide. Your cat. It's your hunting tactics. What am I supposed to do? Okay, I mean, I could just take the ladder, right? Okay. That was intuitive. Give me that. Is that hockey? So now what do? I drop a barrel on his head.
I did mess up a guy's face with an extinguisher once, but this kind is too heavy for my current needs.
What about a riot shield? That's extremely convenient. Okay. And the 20 other guards inside the building start storming out. Oh my god, I killed him. It's like Hitman, I'm dragging him away to hide his body. Like Assassin's Creed or something. Look at his neck. He is dead. That guy is not alive anymore. Whoa. What? Why is he here? Okay. Spano? Or Spano? I think it's Spano, not Spano. I don't remember. I don't really care enough, to be honest. That's, yeah. That's how you do it in animal society. Keep his mouth shut. Alright,
What does this place have to hide?
good question. It's a rocket. Maybe it's not a rocket. Looks like some kind of manufacturing facility. Can't do anything with that. Okay. I'll investigate before I start
Will I need help?
pushing things.
Who would I call?
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
Pier 36. Meet me in an hour.
Blacksad.
If you're coming from Montgomery, it's the 6th sea-facing warehouse.
What's going on?
And bring the cavalry.
Okay, that could be good. Might end up being bad if Mitchell sees him and then runs away, but we'll see. Okay. Some kind of warehouse.
According to this, the warehouse belonged to a Canadian import company.
You don't want to look at the Rolodex of the crime lord? I guess it might not actually belong to him. They might just hang out here. Aw. Ladder. Oops. I saw X and pressed it. That was a cool way of climbing down the ladder. There's... okay. Interesting.
It could be an Ojibwa totem pole, in which case, the top animal would be a crane.
I have no idea what that means, but take your word for it. Horse Jesus? Oh, okay. Yes, Indian objects. Of course.
A dream catcher. It's supposed to protect children during the night, trapping all evil in its spider web.
Interesting. So,
If I'm not
Gil
mistaken,
is
These
native?
are incense sticks, used in cleansing rituals.
Or at least part? Mixed, you could say. I only assume that because, you know, he's a horse. And the guy in the picture was a horse. So a little bit of racial profiling there, maybe. But you do what you gotta do. I mean, I wonder, like, maybe it'll backfire calling Smirnov here, because if there's nothing actually here, then, like, you know, might end up losing credit or something. Losing the street cred. Okay, so one of these is a keyhole. And this is a button. Button does nothing because I need a key. Presumably. I wonder if I missed the key somewhere.
Don't you even think of screaming.
I might not even talk.
Alright. Let's check him out. Necklace. Shark tooth?
It looks like an arrowhead.
That makes more sense. Okay. He's
Everything seems
Indian.
to prove that Gil is a Native American, and I'm almost sure that the woman in
Yeah.
the picture is his mother.
Oh, that was a woman. Oopsie.
Where did Mitchell go?
Mitchell? What Mitchell?
What's Mitchell up to?
Damn, are you in love with this guy or what?
Yes.
What's this warehouse for?
It's where I take my naps. I thought that was obvious.
And you gotta pull out the mother card.
You know who'll always believe in you? Your mother. My mother never lost her faith in me. And I gave her plenty of reasons when I was a kid.
Juvenile delinquent? I can believe that.
It all started with something as stupid as keeping the change when she sent me for groceries. Then I started stealing fruit from the street stands. And finally, I turned to pickpocketing. Somehow, my mother managed to keep me in school until I got into college. But I never gave her reasons to believe in me then either.
Hit bad company.
I made new friends. The type of friends that convince you to do things that wouldn't make a mother proud. Then Pearl Harbor happened. I got drafted and sent to Europe.
Ruthless.
They told me killing was my moral duty, but I discovered it could be addictive. Not all victims were Nazis.
It's interesting to see,
When I
like,
got back,
you
I was
kind of
treated
craft his
like
own
a
backstory.
pariah, a veteran outcast who never should have come back in the first place. And yet, my mother never ceased to...
I also fought in the war. That's where I met Mitchell.
Oh.
They used me, like many of my people. And then they just tossed us aside.
True that.
The first time Mitchell offered me to do this, I told him to take a hike.
Do
I wanted
what?
to get my act together, but I ended up begging him. I don't like Mitchell. I don't like the things he makes me do.
Oh,
I
interesting.
don't like that German rat either. But what I like least of all
Ooh, the
is
German
myself.
rat. Is he
I
actually a
don't like
rat,
what I did
or
during
is that
the
just
war,
like
and I
an
don't like what
insult?
I'm doing now. Do you know what it's like to kill a friend for the sake of the mission?
Oh, he's the one that killed Randall.
But my mother, she always thought I'd make amends and start anew.
I guess it makes sense. Mitchell only has like 2 people working for him.
Maybe it's time I did just that.
Then he
It's
breaks out
number
of
3.
the ropes. New detection. Gil had to kill a friend. The sniper killed Randall Lee. The wearer's card is trigger happy. And Gil works for Mitchell.
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Yeah, obviously. Do I call Smirnov now and be like, hey, actually, don't need to worry. What's in here? Whoa. There's like a secret lab. Maybe I will need Smirnov. My God, what's down here? Oh, Spano? Okay, he almost got crushed to death. I don't know to trust him or not. I did believe him, but he's acting a little bit suspicious. I would err on the side of trusting him, but I don't know. Is this where Mitchell sleeps or something? Oh my God.
Hey, it's all right. Don't be afraid, little
Bro.
dog. I don't want to scare you, okay?
Oh my God. That's insane. I was not expecting this at all. So, the German rat, I guess is like a literal German rat, whoever they are. And this looks like maybe it's like a daughter. That is terrifying.
Hey,
Should I take him and do something? Put on a play.
once upon a time,
Beautiful princess.
there was a beautiful princess called...
Hi, my name is Brunhilde, and I'm very happy.
Well, I don't know if she's very
Brunhilde.
happy, but
And then Brunhilde, who had a beautiful name,
Really beautiful.
a really beautiful name, ran into someone very special.
Oh, who was it?
a magical cat.
A magical cat called John.
I'm a magical cat. My name is John.
That was a good
I'm
voice.
John the cat. I really like magical cats. Hi, Brunhilde. I'm gonna use my magical power to help you.
Man, now I'm scared what Spano's gonna do.
You're out of a cage, too.
Nein, it's sad.
You say silly things, John the cat. So what are you gonna help me do?
Fill some color balloons.
Fill up a bunch of color balloons. I love balloons. What's your favorite balloon color? Wow, that's a very hard question. But John the cat, it's the easiest question in the world. Let me show you how easy it is. My favorite balloon color is
Yellow.
yellow. Whoa, Brunhilde, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Well,
I don't know if yellow was correct, but
Bird, John, Brunhilde, Freund.
that means friends.
Do play? It's look.
Wow, that's some half English.
Hi, Bird. Why are you wearing that mask?
Weil, gas.
Well, maybe we should get out of
Maybe
here.
we should not
What do you
die
think,
to the
Bird?
gas.
And what about you, Brunhilde? Don't you think that?
She passed out? What happened? Malnutrition? Well, that's crazy. I really was not expecting to see that. So I wonder, yeah, it's a chemical laboratory. Hence the gas mask. But what is he working on? Okay, it's a projector. Looks like. Movie Brunhilde. I'm scared, dude. What's gonna happen? I feel like something evil's gonna happen.
Subject: Brunhilde Gruner.
Okay, well,
Treatment: Day 1500.
the German rat.
Patient's ability to speak continues to diminish. Now she can only pronounce the occasional word in German. Tissue degeneration persists. And yet, perhaps due to drastic reduction of benzylproline dosage and an increase of anupropion, we have observed a 3% of
3% deceleration.
of cell degeneration.
Okay, that's cool.
Furthermore, and perhaps this is the best finding so far, the subject exhibits a mild recovery of her speaking. It's not a lot. And
Oh, okay,
yet
skip the dialogue.
we are on the right track. All hope is not lost.
So she's kind of like a experiment or a test subject. but not necessarily bad. Oh god, okay. Boss. Bobby Yale. Helen Moore. Craig Spano. Okay, so maybe when Mitchell was in the hospital, he was giving Bobby Yale some pills. I didn't see Al Stone on there, which is perhaps important to note. More movies. So Craig Spano was also a test subject.
Subject, Craig Spano. Treatment, day 0. The subject is a veteran baseball player who has lost speed, strength, and agility due to the regular aging process. The patient refers intense pain on the right scapula, most likely caused by an old injury. The goals of our medical approach are twofold.
I would like to know what the goals of the medical approach
To
are.
relieve pain caused by the prior injury so that the subject can play without symptoms, and to
So
help the
painkiller?
patient regain the physical condition lost in
And
the
de-aging.
process, thus allowing him to perform at elite levels.
Okay, interesting.
Treatment. Day 120. The
Oh,
patient
okay.
no longer
One
feels
dent.
pain when using his right arm. Circumstance that allows him to pitch without fear.
Huh. So is this
So
while
far,
he was still a
the
player?
only side effect seems to be a slight euphoria experienced 3 hours after dosage, which subsides 4 hours later, taking the patient on an emotional roller coaster.
It's only a slight
with
side effect.
bouts of mild trembling. Treatment. Day 341.
That's quite a bit later.
Moments of euphoria and boosted physical performance have become increasingly short, while the ensuing periods of depression and weakness have become longer.
Oh,
including
interesting.
severe although we have met
Okay,
all
what is happening to the
therapeutic
dialogue?
goals, we will proceed to terminate the treatment in order to avoid causing irreparable physical and mental damage to
All
the
right.
patient.
Respect. That sounds like it was a good thing to do. Peds. Makes sense. I was saying Bobby Yale was on Peds. I
List
said
of
that.
Names somehow related to chemical agents?
And guess what? Bobby Yale is on there. I wonder if that's related to Joe Dunn. You think so? Maybe that's why he was going to call off the fight. Because he was on Peds. I don't know if anybody else calls it that, by the way. Performance enhancing drugs. I'm curious. I wonder if Spano is down here because he wants the pills back.
Mitchell is cashing in by selling drugs to enhance athletes' performances.
Makes sense. Another new deduction. Spano's health took a toll after using the drugs.
The worst part of Mitchell's scheme isn't that it's illegal or unethical, it's that he didn't even care about compromising the athlete's health.
Wow. Disgusting. Another new deduction. So I wonder if they're having those unintended side effects on his presumably daughter?
Gil? You know you're not allowed down here.
Oh shoot.
You know you're not allowed. It's...
You bastard! I kill you right here, right now!
I don't know.
You don't know? I know you're testing drugs on that girl.
Brunhilde? No, she's my daughter.
I believe that.
She was born with a degenerative disease, a rare condition similar to the Angelman syndrome.
I don't know what that means.
There are only 4 known cases like hers, and none of the patients reached the age of 5. But I
Okay.
couldn't give
Well,
up.
she seems like
I
a lot older than
continued
5.
to research and found something. It didn't make her better, but anyway, that same treatment used on healthy subjects seems to improve their stamina and their reflexes. It also seems to improve their pain threshold. Somehow, the Reich heard about my experiments.
Oh my god, Nazi
and
Hitler
tried to recruit
was a
me
cat.
to create super soldiers.
That was kind of real, wasn't it? The super soldier program?
Yes, that Reich. We're talking late 30s, Berlin. I escaped with Brunhilde to your country, but the American military also heard about me. I spent the entire war experimenting with drugs on soldiers. Some were highly effective, I must say.
Oh, really?
When the
And then I
war
created
was
Captain
over,
America.
my experiments were discarded. I was forbidden all access to the drugs, and Brunhilde got worse. But then God sent me Angus Mitchell.
Angus
We
Mitchell.
had met during the war, and he came to offer me a deal. I would make drugs for athletes, and he would sell them. With my earnings, I could pay for Brunhilde's treatment.
Uh-huh. So where did Spano go?
What else do you want me to say?
Yale's name appears twice.
I noticed Yale's name appears twice on your list of athletes. One mention was crossed out. Why?
I don't know. A couple of months ago, Mitchell told me to prepare pills suited to his profile. But a week ago, he told me to stop. And then 2 days ago, he asked me to make them again.
About those pills.
It's to help in the fight against Stone, right? I wonder if maybe O'Leary is involved. Because he wants, he figured that Bobby Yale with the pills was going to be able to beat Al Stone?
What is he looking at?
I don't know. Okay, and I'm almost dead. Where did Spano go? I literally saw him climb down here.
Don't dwell on it, Josh. You had to tell him the truth in order to protect Brunhilde. I would have done the same thing. Finish packing up your things and stop torturing yourself, okay?
Thanks, Angus. I won't be long.
Oh, honey. You like living here? Yeah, me too. But we have to go somewhere else, and it's all that bad cat's fault.
No, it's not.
Yes, sweetie. We're going to a new home now. A prettier one. And you'll be happier there. Now go with Papa, honey. Give him a kiss. Go on. Give him a kiss. Go on. I'm sorry about this, Josh, but
Now he's
we
going to
did our
lock him in
best,
there.
Didn't we?
What? What do you mean, Angus?
Oh my god, he's going to like light him on fire or whatever.
I wish it hadn't come to this.
Angus, what's wrong?
Goodbye, Josh.
Okay. Are they actually gonna die? god. That is so unbelievably dark.
Bitch. They were good people.
I could probably kick him.
I hope that made you feel better. I like it when you smile. You're so far from the truth.
Uh-oh. He's stuck because of Spano. Spano trapped him in there. Mash! 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 Don't die! That doesn't seem good. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. The gas mask.
Would buy me a bit of extra time. The question was, how much?
Bruh. It's him. It's Spano.
Spano just ran out that way.
Hurry up, dog. You're about to suffocate and die. I guess he's weak. Oh my god, you can see his little icon in the bottom left suffocating. Mash! Mash! Oh, I'm regaining some breath. Okay, if I mash really well, I'll regain breath.
The mask was barely working. I needed fresh air.
Okay. Jump through the fan and hope you don't die. What's that vial? Oh, but guess what? I called the cops. Oh, and Spano saved me. Did he take all the pills? He did. He took all of the pills. That is crazy. So, when are the cops getting here? Dang. And there was probably no other way for that to have happened. The non-linear, linear storytelling style.
Greg Spano is back! Did you miss me? Who wants to see a home run? Now you're gonna see.
Oh. And try to... Oh, okay. Do I have to like dodge the baseball or else I die or something? That wasn't that good of a hit. I guess it wasn't a real baseball bat. So, I guess the drugs might also explain why Helen Moore was able to win her matches, potentially. I mean, undefeated's pretty good. I don't remember who else was on there. Obviously, Bobby Yale. Is he dead?
No, no.
Try to save a second life in this game. Chest compressions. Oops, sorry, buddy. I did miss one. God dang, there were quite a few people dead in there. This is a mega conspiracy.
Don't torture yourself. You did everything you could.
But he make it?
The doctors think so. They found him unconscious by the basement door.
What?
Gil was unconscious near the basement door. Oh, he trapped Mitchell in there. Interesting.
Could Gil have blocked the basement door from the outside to kill
I thought it was
Mitchell?
Spano, but that makes
Think?
more sense.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure, or is this just a theory of yours?
To be honest, I'm
positive. Gil told me himself. Mitchell practically forced him to work for him. And I've got reasons to believe that Gil is a bit trigger happy. Besides, I'd say he wasn't even really unconscious when they found him. That he was just pretending.
Huh. You think Gil was involved in the previous murders?
What if it was Gil who killed his partner Randall Lee under Mitchell's orders?
Another serious accusation. Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yes. Everything points in that direction.
I mean, he literally
including my
confessed to
gut.
me.
Wait. Couldn't Mitchell be Randall Lee's murderer?
No. The Anteater killed Joe Dunn and Clarice Freeman. Mitchell missed 2 shots point blank. Yeah, Mitchell's not a very good shot.
So he misses with 2 shots at point blank range, and then he hits a guy smack in the forehead from across the street? No. Mitchell is not the sniper who wiped out Randall Lee.
I mean, I knew
No.
that.
I guess you're right, but we still don't know what caused Craig Spano's death.
Yeah, I do. It was the drugs. Bottle. Nice.
There's no doubt about it. Spano took drugs from the lab, and they killed him.
But if that were true, how many more athletes are in danger?
A lot.
And most importantly, who are they? Is Bobby Yale involved?
I didn't see them all, but write down these names. Peter Lowe, Xavier Chains, Helen Moore, Bill Gold,
How's he gonna write it down? He's got one arm.
Miles Benton, Alexander Wood, Jacob Ziegler,
And Bobby
yes,
Yale.
Bobby Yale.
Thanks. Saving lives for a change, huh? In any case, thanks for the call. I was starting to think you'd never trust the police again.
I don't trust the cops, I trust
I
you.
don't trust the cops. I trust you.
Hey, John. Surprise. It could have given a tip to a friend, don't you think? Or is that only the case when I helped you?
Bruh.
Get that guy out of here.
I mean, would Weekly have saved me? Maybe. I guess there was a cutoff point there. I could have chosen between Weekly and Smirnoff, but
When the war ended,
pretty sure
Mitchell
Smirnoff
convinced
is
Grun to use his super soldier
more
drones to lead
reliable.
athletes. Somehow, Dunn found out about Mitchell's scheme. So when Mitchell heard that Dunn was onto him, he ordered Randall Lee to kill him and frame Yale for the murder. Then, he made Randall search Dunn's house and the gym for any incriminating evidence he might have had against him. The poor cleaning lady died almost by chance. When you stuck your nose in the case, he tried to scare you by sending his thugs to give you a beating.
Yeah.
And when that didn't work, he asked Randall Lee to finish you off on the gym rooftop. But Randall not only failed, he got captured. So Mitchell ordered Gil to put a bullet through his head, which only made Gil upset. You kept getting closer and closer to the point of discovering his headquarters. When Mitchell realized he was cornered, he burned his bridges by setting the lab on fire, along with Dr. Grun and his daughter. Gil saw the opportunity to get back at Mitchell, so he blocked the only exit so that he would also die in the fire. Did I leave any loose ends?
Just a few. But don't worry about it. I'll take care of them now. So I guess thanks for everything.
Yeah, we gotta confirm O'Leary's role. Also Avenarius. We still don't know the deal with him, right? Okay, I mean that covers like the big supplier, but I mean there's still the underlying fight of Bobby Yale versus Al Stone. So we're getting there. We solved the case, apparently. That's what the achievement just said.
In noir films and novels, solving a case never amounts to a happy ending. The detective is always left with a sense of bitterness.
Didn't use all the clues.
Before he took the case, the world was a better place. That he was a better person.
Come on. Now speed it out.
Sometimes I just let my character get the best of me.
What do you want from me?
I told Stone what I knew. That he was going to let Yale win. That if he didn't, O'Leary would destroy Helen Moore's career. And that Moore was doomed either way. Or would be, as soon as America discovered her sweetheart was on
True.
drugs.
I mean, O'Leary wouldn't actually destroy her career, though, right?
Who sent you?
Today, nobody.
And what if I did believe you? What would that change? If I don't do this for her, how could I ever look her in the eyes? How could we stay together?
You think you'll stay together when you lose your title and they accuse her of doping?
At least I know I tried.
You'll lose your integrity.
I know your record. Your rise to the top is clean, free of both O'Leary's and drugs. God, you might just be one of the only honest athletes I've met recently. Please don't let them change that.
Is it all about being professional to you?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Suit yourself.
That's my character so far.
But trust me, your manager is a murderer. Get as far away from him as possible.
Hey, Blacksad. I'll think about it.
You want some tickets to the game? Or the match, I guess. The fight? That's probably what they call it, right? The fight. I'm not a huge sports guy. Or a boxing guy. Or MMA or anything like that. Or wrestling. I don't know. I would imagine they call it a fight, considering that's what it is. Maybe match. I could see match being used in some contexts. Probably not game. I don't think they would use game as a term for two people punching each other.
Yale confirmed to me that Dunn found out that Mitchell was giving him
Yup.
meds.
I knew that.
That was the reason they argued the evening of his death.
In fact, I was clean at the time. Hadn't used for days. I didn't want to go down that road. I wanted to follow Joe.
But he discovered everything.
He didn't believe me when I said I had nothing to do with it.
But you used again.
Only after his death. I needed to cope.
But the drugs gave you a panic attack.
Ah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That's why he
But
got
I've
the
been
heart
clean
attack.
ever since.
Mitchell gave you the pills when he stopped by the hospital. Hence, your miraculous recovery. Are you planning on taking them before the fight? Don't do it, Bobby.
Someone has to save the gym. I owe it to Joe. And Sonia. And my Aunt Mary.
Your father would never have done this.
Your father would never have done this.
What?
I told Yale everything I knew about his father's death. I couldn't say how he took it. Just like I can't tie it to the mysterious drowning of Desmond O'Leary, who appeared dead
What?
in the Hudson River next to Pier 27 several weeks later.
Oh. I see. He killed O'Leary. I was never able to solve that though, right? Because I still had those clues. It's kind of interesting. I guess there are just like some things that I never ended up solving because I didn't get enough clues. Which is interesting. Curious if there could have been different results. I mean, I'm sure there was some that could have been different.
Stone and Yale hadn't taken away the bitterness I felt. I needed a friend. He was outraged that I hadn't given him the tip, but he let it go as soon as I bought him a milkshake.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's kind of a bigger deal to actually get
After
the cops
perfect
involved.
Storm of corruption and murder, only friendship could reconcile me with the world.
And
Only that could make me believe in mankind again.
watching Bobby Yale win the fight.
Only that could cleanse my soul.
High quality
Only
billboard.
that. And money.
Yeah, where's my payment, please? I would enjoy something for my troubles. Tim Thorpe pays me $1 million.
In your standard noir novel, Yale and Stone would be punished for breaking the rules. There would be justice for Sonia, the victim. But this was the real world. As the detective who had cracked the case, I just had to get my paycheck and be on my way.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Blacksad. Mr. Thorpe is on his way. Care to take a seat while you wait?
And why is he running
Did he
late?
tell you why he's running late?
I'm curious.
He'll be here in a minute. Please, take a seat.
Okay, screw you. Poster of Helen Moore in the background. Jacob Ziegler. I'm kind of curious what my my Blacksad is at right now. Profitable case 71.5%. Heck yeah. I'm swift, astute, talkative, romantic, and you know I'm on the more sensitive side. A little more cautious, a little bit more upright. That's good. Timothy W. Thorpe, President. Build
No
a new
matter how
you.
many curveballs destiny throws his way, he always manages to land on his feet. When he was a rising sports talent, the war put an end to his career, so he became a war hero. After the war, he didn't end up like Gil or like me. He became an elite athlete, a Hall of Fame football star. When an accident left him in a
Oh, I didn't
wheelchair,
realize he was a football
he
star.
went on to succeed in advertising.
That makes sense. Iron Arm. He was a quarterback. Peter Lowe, Miles Denton, Helen Moore. Tulip something. I don't know these people. Hires athletes for advertising campaigns. So is Thorpe actually behind it all, by the way?
No, that's not possible. But what if Tim Thorpe was somehow involved in Mitchell's operation?
Oh
Blacksad,
my god,
Mr.
it's
Thorpe is
never
running later than
over.
expected, but he insists on meeting you, if you don't mind.
Sure, as long as you help me fight off this boredom.
That's not in my job description, but...
Where am I supposed to look? I'm scared. I'm scared to look. Okay.
If my hunch is right, there should be a meeting with Mitchell noted somewhere in Thorpe's agenda.
What's the second thing that I can look at? Her
If I had
eyeballs.
her markings on my skin, would I be the same person? Would my name be different?
Wow, that's so philosophical.
How long have you worked for Tim Thorpe?
Almost 3 years. And I hope it lasts.
I don't know if it will.
Has anything odd happened at the agency lately?
Not on my shift. Perhaps the oddest thing I've seen is a bored detective asking a lot of questions.
Well, screw you.
Well, you see, I've got a problem. In order to figure out how much Mr. Thorpe owes me, I need to know what day I started working on the case. But I can't remember. You wouldn't have that written down, would you?
It sure wasn't on my shift. I'd remember. Let me see.
Okay. Yulia Slupianic. Lunch with the governor. What about over here? Miles Benton. Congressman Wallace. Dylan Combs. Paul Rosenberg. Look over here. Return Flight LA. Millard Smith Hospital. That's when he went to the hospital, makes sense. Bobby Yale. Greg McNeil. And Claudia Hinkham, or Claude Hinkman. I mean, he might just not have met with Mitchell. Joe Dunn.
What? Dunn was here 2 days before he died? Why didn't Thorpe ever mention that?
I'm sorry, but your name's not on here.
The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Wait, I just remembered something. The day I came, Joe Dunn had just walked out the door.
Well, no. You don't have any appointments. Although, I guess I could have forgotten to write you in. Mr. Dunn, who's usually very kind, left in a flurry. He even slammed Mr. Thorpe's door.
Okay. Now I know I have to get into Thorpe's office.
And he didn't even say goodbye.
Yes, that was the day. You don't recall me because the minute I saw Dunn stomp out, I followed him. I never actually came in.
Of course. That explains it.
No doubt. So, since it looks like Mr. Thorpe won't be here soon, I think I'll go take a walk down the hall. Gotta stay in shape.
Very good acting, Mr. Blacksad. Okay.
Come on, Thorpe. Tell me there's a back door to your office.
Well, let's look at the map. Through the meeting room. Where am I? Okay. So I'm in the lobby. Or no, that was the lobby. I'm in the hallway. Like, maybe if I go to set 1? Maybe there's a way through there. Oh, playing card.
Should I play the Smirnoff trump card again?
I'll just call him and talk to him a little bit. Like, hey, I think Tim Thorpe might be involved.
Smirnoff didn't know what to think. He asked me to watch out and call him as soon as I had more information. He also told me that Gil had finally talked. He denied having blocked the basement door and said the truck door opened, but he got knocked on the head as soon as he tried to get out. He then woke up when the police found him beside the basement door.
Oh.
Obviously, the same person who had jammed the door had carried him there.
Interesting.
If Weekly were here, I'd have to tie his hands behind his back.
So somebody showed up to the factory, killed Mitchell, and then framed Gil.
So, you had something to do with that chest expander after all.
Oh my god. I'm climbing out. Hope I didn't miss a card.
Cats aren't afraid of heights. That's why I've never felt vertigo.
I'm afraid of heights. So I'm in the meeting room. If I recall, there's a door from the meeting room into the office. Yup.
In my experience, when something looks really good, it ends up smelling really bad.
Makes sense. Monthly revenue 1 to 6.5. That makes sense. So how do I get this card? Like I can see it. It's literally right there. Whatever. This game is really finicky with getting the Hall of Fame cards, and I don't really know why. Hopefully Tim Thorpe doesn't show up. Otherwise I might die.
One of the strengths, the accuracy of his throw. I earned the nickname Iron Arm. I used to throw the ball in 50 miles, and yeah, went wherever it wanted.
What?
My coach, the great Joffrey Sox.
What? What is this speed reading?
And so I worked hard. Pearl Harbor. I enlisted immediately.
What is happening?
After losing a partner in combat, a serious injury, I asked to be relocated. I became a sniper. I know I shouldn't say this, but I was one of the best in the army, and it was all thanks to my accuracy. No, it was all thanks to Jeffrey Sachs.
Tim Thorpe is the
I wonder how
one
many
that killed
Americans
Randall
man
Lee?
saved with my arm. After these words, Tim Thorpe is moved almost to tears and asks me to take a break. It's shocking to see how an athlete and soldier, a man whose aim and skill won him a Medal of Honor and the nickname Surgeon among his brothers in arms. That can't be. I mean,
Wait,
it could be a
what?
coincidence, but no.
The surgeon? I thought the surgeon was the freaking
Why am
fake
I
doctor.
surprised? In every investigation, there comes a point where every single lead seems to go down the drain. And you have to retrace your steps to get back on the right track.
Okay.
I better not use it. It might be connected to the switchboard at the front desk.
That would make sense.
It's a bit strange to see no office chair behind a desk until
True.
you remember the desk's owner is in a
Oh my
wheelchair.
god, he's not actually paralyzed. Unbelievable. I'm calling it.
Oh, crap. Of course.
Well. Rip. Should I run away? Let's make some deductions. They called Thorpe the surgeon.
That's it. Thorpe is the man behind the whole drug operation.
Yup. Thorpe is also the person that killed the guy. What? Okay. Whatever. Bottle of pills. Bleh. Bleh?
Wait, what if Groon's drugs helped Thorpe walk?
Makes sense. Okay. There's a bottle on Thorpe's desk. Physical limitations. Wait. Bottle of pills. Sniper. Surgeon. Help him walk.
Of course. It wasn't Mitchell or Gill. It was Thorpe who shot Randall at the hospital. Everything adds up now. And yet I can already hear Smirnov telling me I have no conclusive evidence. What if I set a trap for Thorpe? But how?
The intercom. Dang it. The gun. A trap. The drugs.
What if I place Thorpe's gun up there and corner him so that he has to stand up to get it? The show was about to begin. All I needed was an audience and some patience.
And they're going to use the intercom. Oh my god, it's about to go down.
Stop it.
Oh my god, Sonya's here.
Arr! Don't you know who you're dealing with, matey?
What a silly man.
Mutiny! You wants to be shark bait, do ya? Oh, Blacksad. I feel terrible for keeping you waiting.
John,
But you see, there was mutiny on board, so...
stop.
Oh my god. So does that mean I'm not going to get paid, by the way?
See what I have to put up with. All right, helmswoman, to the cabin with you! Onward!
Yeah, I can't.
Come along, Blacksad. Julie, don't let anyone bother us.
Rip.
Honey, will you wait in the boardroom for me, please?
But
I'll just be a minute then. I think you've already suffered enough.
okay.
Oh man.
Think about where you'd like to have dinner tonight, okay?
That was Smirnoff.
You see, I'm not gonna pay you for solving the case.
Wow. I thought you were the kind of man who is true to his word.
No, it's not that. You'll get every penny we agreed on, and more. But not because you solved the case, but for her. 2 days ago, she wanted to end it all. Drop out of college, sell the gym. Too many wounds to heal.
I see.
But through your incredible work, you managed to heal them. Well, perhaps not completely. It takes time to get over something like this. But at least,
True.
thanks to you, Sonia wants to be happy. She has hope. I'm going to help her make Dunn's gym the best in the city. Who would have ever guessed it, huh?
In the end, it seems like Dunn's death was the best thing that could have happened to the gym, huh?
Don't be so cynical. By God, can't you stop playing the hard-boiled detective for
No,
1 second?
I can't.
Anyway, back to the case. All those people you confronted. Gil, the German doctor, even Mitchell. Huh. I would have never suspected him. Did they say anything? Why did they do it? Did they mention any accomplices?
They did mention a certain surgeon.
Surgeon? You have any idea who that could be?
Mislead
I'm
him.
sure this comes as no surprise, but it was Angus Mitchell himself. In fact, you gave me the lead by telling me he was a doctor.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'm glad I could help.
I'm kind of stressed because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
See, besides my esteem for Joe and Sonia, this ordeal really hits close to home.
What do you mean?
I don't follow. How do you mean?
Sports are my livelihood. Do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
know that?
Wild coincidence.
Oh, wait. Sonia told you.
Yes, that's it. Sonia told me.
That's funny. I never told Sonia.
Well then, do you know how many of the athletes involved have a deal with me?
I think I have a slight idea.
So far, the papers only talk about bodies down at the docks and an illegal lab. Not one has mentioned the athletes. But if one word gets out, this agency's
Yeah,
future
well,
could
I know
be
a few
on
of
the
'em.
line. Not to mention Sonia's and the gym's. Could I ask you to be discreet?
Your future's already on the line.
I'm sorry to say your future is already on the line.
What do you mean?
I wasn't completely honest with you before. I know you're the surgeon. A journalist told me. Ring a bell?
I'm sure you've got good intentions, but you're wrong.
Oh, am
What makes
I?
you think that? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I know that you were a highly skilled sniper, and I think it was you who shot Randall Lee at the hospital.
Yep, makes sense.
Have you seen me, Blacksad? How could I possibly do that?
Don't deny it. I know Mitchell gave him to you.
People see a wheelchair and think, poor guy, he can't walk. But there's
But you
so
can
much more
walk.
to it than that. Some nights I can't even sleep from the pain.
That doesn't explain why you didn't tell me you knew about those drugs.
I hired you to solve this damn case. You think that's what a murderer would do?
Only because you thought I'd blame Bobby Yale and drop the case. But as soon as I realized something wasn't right, you sent Randall Lee and Gil to give me a scare. And when all
That makes
failed,
sense.
you ordered Lee to kill me.
You're the type that won't open his jaws once he's got his prey, aren't you?
I'm like a lion.
I think I've made that clear enough by now.
What's he gonna do? Light me on fire?
Put yourself in my place for a minute.
Okay, I'll listen. What do you gotta say?
You're a promising football player who just got back from the war, but you're still a nobody. The man you saved kindly opens his house to you,
Joe Dunn?
and that man is still undone by his wife's passing. He works all day at his gym, and he drinks himself to sleep at night. So you practically end up raising his daughter.
Oh, really? Interesting.
You give her her very first abacus. You encourage her to further her education.
Oh, interesting.
You comfort her when she misses her mother and her father.
It's an interesting family dynamic.
Meanwhile, your sporting career takes off. Life is good. Until one day, out of the blue, an accident cripples you. An old friend, Mitchell, tells you he knows someone who can help you. A German doctor. His drugs take some time to work, but they do wonders.
Yeah.
You manage
Miracles
to walk
even.
short bursts at a time, little by little. And those bursts keep getting longer.
Kind of reminds me of Batwoman. Or Batgirl.
Drugs aren't cheap at all. So you have to find a way to pay for them, don't you see?
So... Is he the one that started the athlete thing? No, right? That was Mitchell.
So you decided to start an advertising agency focused on product endorsement by athletes. And then it occurred to you to sell them those same drugs you were taking. Drugs would help them excel, and you'd get better ad deals. The perfect business model. Your first client? Craig Spano. His career had hit a rough patch, so...
Used him as your guinea pig.
He was the guinea pig for your new operation. And yet, when the drug started having serious side effects, you got rid of him. Afraid he would talk, you tried to kill him. That's why he hid. From then on, your business was smooth sailing. You even began to think you were above the law. You thought that you were untouchable. Until Joe Dunn found out, and then 2 days before his unfortunate death, he came to see you.
That's enough now. You stop it.
I mean, you know. I choose not to see kindness in Tim Thorpe, considering he's a murderer.
But I am sure as hell not beneath it. Do you know how much power I have? The kind of people I eat with every day? I could shoot you right now, and nothing would happen to me.
With that gun you keep in your drawer? I'm afraid not. I placed your pistol out of reach, just in case you happen to confirm my suspicion.
Case solved now for real, that's the achievement I just got.
If you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with the police.
He's walking straight up, even without the drugs.
I won't let anyone wreck my life again. Sonia and I, we deserve a future.
You can come in now, Smirnoff.
Timothy Wilson Thorpe, drop your weapon. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Mr. Thorpe.
Oh my god. Sonia Dunn just killed Timothy Thorpe. Well, it's a noir, I guess. I guess that's what it means. Oh my god. I was not ready for that. She almost died. Yo, was that like an alternate ending?
Done. You are under arrest for the death of Timothy Wilson Thorpe. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Just shut up.
It looks like Smirnoff was about to stop talking anyways, to be honest.
Just give her a minute, for Christ's sake. Can't you see she's still in shock? She'll need a minute to wrap her head around what just happened. And then I'll help you fulfill your duty, Chief. For once, we'll do the right thing.
You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the state will provide one for you. Do you understand these rights as I've just read them to you? With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me? Watch your step.
Subtitles definitely matched what he said. Hey, listen, no one's above the law. You know, I never really learned what happened to Blacksad's former love interest. Natalia, I think it was. I guess I'd have to replay the game to get the full picture. Wait, I don't think this game is going to have a happy ending, considering the choices that I've made. Oh my god. I mean, at least Sonia's alive, but the gym's falling apart. Bobby Yale and Al Stone are going to have a fight, maybe, and then if Bobby Yale wins, it doesn't even matter. Also, O'Leary got strangled to death, which is cool. Which probably means that Bobby Yale is going to die. Killed by his underlings.
after everything that had
Wild.
happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power for things to go the way my moral compass dictated.
Well, let's see.
Whether anyone would listen to me, that was another story. Because no matter what they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future.
Yeah?
My moral compass.
What is my moral compass?
As if I even knew what that means. I didn't even know what to think of my performance throughout the case. Did I have a clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
Mostly. Close enough, you know. I don't live with regrets. I just live. So what if I said no? Okay, that's the game. Oh, I see. Maybe the game wasn't originally in English. That would explain something, such as the subtitles and the voice lines getting cut off. Well, that was cool. Yeah, I can't really alt-tab. Man. Well, I beat the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did joke about Thorpe being involved somehow at some point, but I don't think I ever really seriously considered it. But yeah, that's interesting for sure. And then, you know, Sonya doing... Oh, okay. Sonya doing whatever. Oh my god, bro. Okay. Yeah, my headset's just completely broken, apparently. I am curious, like... What would have happened if I had teamed up with Weekly instead of Smirnov? Would the game have been different? Or like the ending? I don't know. There are things that I do wonder if the outcomes would have been different to a certain extent. But, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I think, obviously, the overall overarching plot would have been the same. But maybe there are different endings. I could see that being the case. That there are actually, like, different endings and outcomes for the people. But at the same time, I don't know. If I was too late to save Sonya at the end, I wonder if she actually would have died. That would have been wild. It's this song again. Also, like, maybe if Sonya didn't get arrested. I don't know. I feel like things could have been different. Smirnov's daughter. I don't even remember that. Well, oh my god. I don't know. Something's wrong with my headset. I need to get a new one or something. It keeps, like, disconnecting from my computer, and then my computer plays the audio from my monitor instead. Which makes no sense to me. Anyways, final thoughts on the game, I suppose, now that I've beaten it. It was pretty cool. You know, like I said, there are definitely some quirks, but I think the overall narrative was actually pretty interesting, and I think it was well done, to be honest. Like, I think that Obviously, there were some things that I probably missed in terms of deductions. Which I think is interesting. Like, there's not really a ton of replay value in the game, obviously. And considering the fact that it's really difficult to like speed through the game because of all the unskippable cutscenes and all that stuff, like, I probably wouldn't ever play it again. But that being said, I would be interested in seeing the different possible outcomes, right? Like, what could have happened instead. I don't know. I do not know. But, yeah. It was a fun game, enjoyable. I've never really played a game that was like a noir. I've never really seen a noir movie either, or book, or show, whatever you want to call it. My only experience with the genre was watching, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Oh, Russian voiceover. How long is the credits gonna be? I only have, like, 16 more minutes left in the stream. So hopefully it doesn't take up the entire time slot. But, yeah. It was a nice mystery. Decent investigation. There were definitely some points where, like, I was kind of lost and it felt like I kind of had to force my way through with some of the deductions, right? Because it's like not super obvious to me which ones were possible to fit together and which ones weren't. And it's like sometimes I would be like one clue away from like a 4 or 5 piece connection. I just didn't have enough or something. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever, that's the game. It was cool. I liked it, and I like mystery detective games, so what can I say? Speaking of, I think I probably mentioned it when I first played this game, but I did get a whole bundle of these kinds of games. It was called the Intrigue Bundle on Fanatical. I got like 12 games or something, so I'll probably end up playing a couple of them, maybe not all of them, because I don't think all of them are supposed to be good. But this one was cool, and there were a couple others that I know are highly rated in there, so it might not necessarily be the next game that I play, but could be. Could be the next game that I play, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. That's the game. What happens if I hit continue? I do have some time left, so, you know. Okay, so this is the outro. Let me look at my Blacksad. Let's say my final score. Okay. Pretty much the same as it was right before targeting Thorpe. Mary Purnell. Elaine J. Dunn. And there's Bobby Yale. I will say their hands are a little bit uncanny at times, like especially the knuckle or like the joints. The joints are like super well defined, which is weird at times.
After everything that had happened, the last thing I was interested in was the fight. Did Yale take drugs before the fight? Did Stone let him win? I had done everything in my power.
Tonight. Is that how they spelled tonight? Is that how you're supposed to spell tonight? Is there a different meaning there, or is it just like cultural shift?
That was another story. Because no
Mind
matter what
Palace.
they tell us, our actions don't always determine our future.
How do you know that?
My moral compass. As if I even knew what that means.
What is my
I didn't
moral
even know what
compass?
to think of my performance throughout the case.
Maybe this is a
Did I
bad
have
ending.
clear conscience? Would I have made the same decisions, given the chance?
No. So what happens now? I walk down the alley and then the credits roll again. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna press Alt F4. So, yeah, like I said, I don't really know. I don't know if any of the choices that I made actually mattered. There was some kind of like philosophical question there at the end, which I don't really know what the deal was with that. I probably would have preferred it if the ending changed based on actions and choices that I made throughout the case, but you know what? If the game's whole motif is that it didn't, then so be it, I suppose. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end a little bit early because I really don't have much else to do or say. I guess I could have looked at the Hall of Fame that I had there at the end, but I closed the game and I don't really feel like it, so I'm not going to. But yeah, it was a fun game, I gotta say. Not much replay value. Definitely has its faults and its flaws, but I wouldn't mind playing more games that were like it. That's for sure. With that said, that's going to be it for me for today's stream. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you have a good rest of your day or rest of your night, wherever you are in the world while watching this. And I hope to see you next time, where I, as usual, don't know what game I am going to play. I definitely have some ideas, some options that I'm throwing around in my own head. But yeah, only way to find out is to show up 2 days from now, same time as usual, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you all there. I'm out of here. Peace out.